Why was Psalms 151 removed out of the Bible? That's a great question. So I'm going to try to explain it as best as I can. Now, it's considered an apocryphal and deuterocranial psalm, meaning it is not found in most Protestant Bibles, but is included in the Septuagint, the Greek translation of the Old Testament used widely in the early church and by Eastern Orthodox Christians. Some versions of the Dead Sea Scrolls also contain similar content, confirming its ancient origin. This psalm is a tribute to King David, written as a personal reflection after he was anointed by prophet Samuel and before his battle with Goliath. Now I'm going to give you a text summary and I'm going to paraphrase it. Part of it says, I was the youngest of my brothers, the smallest, tending the sheep. But Yahuwah chose me. He anointed me, though my appearance was not impressive. With his power, I defeated the giant with my own hands, not with a sword, but with a sling and a stone. So the psalm is deeply prophetic, not just historical. It reveals the spiritual pattern of how Yahuwah elevates the humble and rejects the proud. It is David's personal testimony that confirms Yahuwah does not choose based on appearance or birth order, but on heart. The anointing comes before the battle, showing that the destiny is sealed before the manifestation. The power to defeat giants is not the weapon, but in the covenant and the favor of Yahuwah. David is a shadow and forerunner of Yahushua HaMashiach, a shepherd anointed to become king, rejected by men but chosen by the Father. So why was Psalms 151 removed or rejected by most Bibles? Though included in the Septuagint and the Eastern Orthodox canon, Psalm 151 was rejected by the Jewish Masoretic text and most Protestant traditions. Here's a prophetic and practical breakdown. It reveals the pattern of Yahuwah's true chosen ones. Psalms 151 reminds readers that Yahuwah chooses the overlooked, the lowly, the shepherd, the remnant. This is dangerous to religious systems that elevate the elite, priestly caste, and outward tradition. The psalm is a dagger to the heart of false religious hierarchy. It testifies of the anointing before recognition. David was anointed while still unknown. The establishment fears those who are anointed in secret because they cannot control or ordain them. This psalm prophesies of hidden ones being raised up in the last days, those with no titles yet with great power. It mirrors Yahushua's mission. David slaying Goliath with a stone without traditional weapons foreshadows Yahushua's defeating sin, death, and Rome not with armies, but with righteousness, suffering, and resurrection. Psalms 151 echoes Yahushua's identity as the stone the builders rejected. And it's a dangerous declaration against institutional power. By emphasizing the heart over lineage and faith over position, this psalm undermines the religious elite, both ancient Pharisees and modern church leaders who profit from status, not from the truth. It exposes the lie that you must be validated by man to be used by Yahuwah. The enemy seeks to erase the voice of the true remnant. Psalms 151 is a song of the remnant, those not chosen by men but chosen by Yahuwah. Removing it was a strategic erasure of the spiritual DNA of overcomers. Satan doesn't fear the famous, he fears the faithful. So in conclusion, Psalms 151 is not just a psalm. It's a prophetic weapon. It declares Yahuwah is raising up those overlooked by religion, rejected by family, and underestimated by the world. These are the Davids of our time, anointed in private, revealed in war, and victorious through faith. Its removal from most Bibles was not accidental. It was prophetic suppression. But now it is being restored to the remnant, and its message is crying out again in this generation. I hope you learned something new.